Well, hello everyone, and welcome once again to another video. What a pleasure it is to welcome Jay again to the program. You've been with us before. Hello.
Thank you for having me today, Arnie. And yeah, thanks a lot. Hello again.
It's really great. Thank you for taking the time. There is a specific reason that you are on this call. And to explain a little, I need to go back a little bit, so please bear with me. The 2020 year 2024 has been very insightful. We ran this. Look, ugh, can you see? The Customs Declaration Survey. We reached out to every customs declaration software provider. And we said, hey, our contract with our previous vendor, our previous company is coming up. And we have issued a call for information. And we have given you 10 different reasons, ideas, thoughts, and topics that we wanted to evaluate your software against. And we went on Gov UK and we selected all of the 20, 30 plus vendors there. We wrote to them all. They responded, not all, but most
Yeah,
of them responded.
yeah,
And from these guys, some said, you know what, we are very happy to create the video with you. We are going
yeah,
to answer 10 different questions. And
yeah,
Jay here was one of the first. And we were
yeah.
actually one of the first interviews we didn't, wasn't it?
Indeed. Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was talk a little bit about that. It was a little it was not so easy, right? We had 10 different topics to talk about. I grilled you quite a bit.
Indeed. Actually, it was quite in depth, actually. A lot of things that a lot of people think security, so many other topics that people are concerned about. I think, and it's good to know that you care and we can show the people that we care. So it was insightful for many. It's really good to ask those questions and we welcome. That's why I think maybe we were the first one to respond that we want to respond to these questions. Indeed. And hence we were the first to come back to you
Thank you very
with
much.
the
And
yeah,
of course, this we you allowed us to go public with, right? It wasn't a private conversation between us. It
yeah,
was you saying, you know what, post my initial response. I'm going to answer these questions straight off the cuff, and that was it. So
yeah,
so that was quite impressive. And of course, those that didn't respond, right, of the survey, of course, they were disqualified right away, right? They could never be the ones that I would engage with because I wouldn't even have an answer to my questions. And
yeah,
so right away, I could see who's willing to work with me, who cares, right? Who cares? And as I said, you were one of them. And the reason really that I've asked you to come on again and thank you for doing that again is because we have made a decision after a lot of soul searching, evaluating, benchmarking, and comparing operators with our needs. Now, let me be specific. We have specific needs. These needs may not be everyone else's needs, right?
yeah,
So you know if you're into customs warehousing, complicated calculation, yeah, then
yeah,
you might need to do something else than I'm doing here. But that's
yeah,
not what we're doing. What
yeah,
we're doing here is we want to work with a responsive vendor who understands customs declarations and
yeah,
who specializes in filing customs declarations and
yeah,
who can do this for the UK. And he does this responsibly and with high responsive rateness, and who's generally a partner in the whole thing, because customs is complicated enough, so we don't need to complicate it even more.
yeah.
And that's the reason why, Jay, I'm so happy to announce that you're the one. It's Customs Declarations UK that we have chosen as our preferred number one vendor. And we, if you accept us, would love to work with you over the next years to lodge a lot of customs declarations into the UK and back out of the UK. And I'm really excited to where this journey takes us. So, congratulations and
Thank you.
thank you for having us, I guess.
Thank you. That is excellent news. And thank you for choosing us. To be honest, that you have done a lot of groundwork that many businesses are looking for. You've gone through and looked at various providers. I know everybody specializes in certain ways. They have some specialties, and we are also one of the providers, but I think we have certain areas that we specialize and we support in everything. We pride ourselves, and choosing us is really great having you. And what it means is that for many providers who are looking for the same sort of mindset, looking for a provider who can assist them, guide them, and be there for them, not for just now, for the years to come. Actually, we have, and not it's not a journey about now, it's about few years down the line where you want to grow your business. And thank you for that to start with. Yeah, and thanks for choosing us. That's
It's
really great.
it's your responsiveness and your collaboration, your desire to work with us. And so let me maybe tell you why you've made the cut, right? So
Yeah,
number one, obviously, is to evaluate your needs. We've gone through all the 10 fields and areas of questions in the interview, and everybody can watch this. It's on YouTube, all the grilling that I did with you.
yeah,
And you responded from the heart. You responded without reading from notes. You were just a person. And also, I should say, you are the key number one developer. This is your baby, so to speak. So to have
yeah,
access to a very senior figure in the company is
yeah,
already something that is special. Huh? So that's special. You take the time and you answer questions from simple users like myself. Point one.
okay,
So that was quite impressive. Point two is, of course, your collaborator, Vinny.
yeah,
Vinny is amazing. And why is that? Because Vinny said to me, do you know what, Arnie? Let me talk you through the software and walk you through the software,
yeah,
and let's do a session. And let's
yeah,
do another session. And let
yeah,
me show you. And
yeah,
let me set you up.
yeah,
And 1 hour passed. I mean, the man has other things to do.
yeah,
No. He said, until you file this successfully,
yeah,
we are going to keep going.
yeah,
So, responsiveness and the ability to speak to someone and get a
okay,
response without having to open a ticket, wait
yeah,
for 2 hours,
yeah,
decide the level of severity, if it is high, medium, or low, log
yeah,
into complicated systems.
yeah.
Uh, no. With you, it's a human touch. I really like that. I
Thank
really.
you.
So that was another bonus for me, the
Yeah,
ability for me to explain what we do with our clients. We have a wide range of clients, and the
yeah,
needs for one are not the needs of the other. So
yeah,
for Vinny and for your colleagues to
yeah,
personally take the time and talk me through it. Then he said to me, okay, now I've shown you, now you do it.
yeah,
And that is the third element. So the first element was you being there and explaining it and being cooperative and helping
yeah,
your collaborators. Or second, a face-to-face, a personal approach. Third is ease of use. I have I have come from a very complicated system, the traditional kind
yeah,
of old style system where you had hundreds of boxes and you had to fill in this and that, and it was a very not a very nice and intuitive interface.
yeah,
You took it and you did two amazing things. Number one, you simplified it. So first of all, simple. Actually, three things. First, simple. The interface is simple, easy to understand. Everybody can get it. Yeah, you need to know how to file a customs declaration. Don't get me wrong. You still need
yeah,
to know
yeah,
how do you structure it, but easy, very, very easy. I could immediately understand what to do. I could replicate what your collaborators have shown me. It was easy for me.
okay,
Second, well, I don't know if we call it AI, but there were out of the sudden drop-down menus with options.
yeah,
The Mersing codes or the measure codes,
yeah,
the X codes, the Y codes, huh?
yeah,
I did not have to look for them.
yeah,
You gave them to me. You said you can have this code or this code. This is it, your option.
yeah,
Or the additional codes that you need for the documents. Out of the
yeah,
sudden, they pop up.
yeah,
The HS codes,
yeah,
the commodity codes, pre ready to go.
yeah,
So I like that because I didn't need to look into different documents to
yeah,
find the code that needs to go there because you had already done the work. You know, another thing that I like is when you guide me through the declaration, but in a smart way. What I mean by that is, first of all, you automate this thing as much as possible. You have
Yeah.
a very simple interface, and that simplicity is because you have a structure. You go block by block,
Yeah.
okay? Section one, section two, section three, and then you go through it step by step. When you have to click, make an input, it will give you, where appropriate, the choices you have. You can put
Yeah.
this code or that code. Not you can put any of the 100 codes. This I like a lot. But one thing I really like is when I needed to put a code or a data element and I didn't, I forgot. The system wouldn't let me. It would go red.
Yeah.
And I like this, especially with the additional the supplementary units.
Yeah.
I mean, I forget sometimes, that there's a supplementary unit and I click next and then you don't let me. And that's beautiful because if the other software let me do it, and then I submitted the software and I got a rejection message and I had to go back in and find out again. So that's what I like. It saves me a lot of time. And speaking of error messages, the way you describe when I have an error, there's in UK, it's very complicated. UK CDS error message that nobody can understand.
Yeah.
You actually demystify that because you give additional information.
Yeah.
And I like that very much because
Thank you.
it makes it all so much clearer and so much faster and so much easier to understand. So this, along with one last thing that I want to mention that I really, really was super surprised with. With my previous provider, I told them it's a go on Monday. 3 weeks later, I was set up. I got an email saying, here's your access details.
Yeah.
You know how long it took your colleague, Vinny, to help me get into your software? Not 3 weeks, not even 3 days, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes, and out of the sudden, I was in the system ready to file. And I said, what is happening here? What is happening? And I thought that was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. Access immediate.
Yeah.
Interface easy to understand. I've timed it actually. I've timed it, the previous system, and now you. At least I will getting close to 50% time saving. I
Okay.
file with your system much faster. And I know that if I get stuck, I get really stuck. First, I help myself, right? I go to
Yeah.
your tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah.
I know that you're putting out new tutorials all the time, right? And anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, please just go to YouTube. You see the people of customs declaration walk through the deck. They open a customs deck. They file it for you. You can see how easy it is, right? You can find out for yourself. And I like that because the videos you're putting out there are based on experience by actual users. Yeah. And that means my problems, my challenges that I have in filing, because there's a change in code or there's a this that I missed, is something that you pick up and
Yeah.
you help me, but you also help the others. And I thought that was really, really great. Jay, there's one more thing I need to tell you, and I know I'm so sorry I'm telling you all of these things. It's
Okay.
a lot of information, but one more thing that I thought was really, really interesting. You're changing, and you're changing with your clients. I have tried it, and I've tested it. I've tested you, didn't I? I sent you an
Yeah.
email and I said, hey, change this. Hey, are you up to date with CDS? Hey, this,
Yeah.
hey, that. And you did. First of all, you confirmed that you have an automated feed directly to HMRC and that your
Yeah.
system's always up to date.
Yeah.
And secondly, when I asked you to do a little thing for me, which would just help me, you know what? Because you don't have these complicated hierarchy structures where you need to put in a request, wait for 3 years, nothing changes. No, you can try to push this up the agenda because you need it, and
Yeah.
you will do your best to improve, to change,
Yeah.
to make it, user friendly. When there was a little thing that I said, please, can we have this? You did it. I'm not saying you do this for everyone, for every request, of course not.
Yeah.
But if you can't do it for whatever reason, you communicate that to me also.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, I can't do it now, but it's on our roadmap. And
Yeah.
maybe next year, no promises, but maybe. And I like that. I like
Yeah.
that we have an open communication.
Thank you.
It's the last thing, and this is really and then I stop, I promise, because I want you to speak, obviously.
Sure.
The reason why this decision is one that took me 6 months, that took us 6 months. Why? For a simple thing like a software.
Yeah.
Because you've got to remember one thing. You are critical to the success of my client's business and my company. You might not know this importance, but if I don't have someone I can trust to file customs declaration with legal reputation repercussions, and if I get it wrong, there are consequences for me. There are
Yeah.
consequences for so many people.
Yeah.
Um, I cannot mess about with this. I
Yeah.
need to take my time to find the right partner
Yeah.
because compliance and speed matter not only to me, but to
Yeah.
all the clients that I serve.
Yeah.
And that's why I took my time. And that's why I said, it's you. All right, enough of the praise. There is
Thank
nothing.
you.
What do you think?
Thank you for highlighting these things. And I would like to start from the bottom. I think the things that you have highlighted and the efficiency and the optimization and the UI, everything to start with goes to our existing customers. They are the one who give us feedback. We don't look here and there. We just listen to them. And other than that, we don't talk about the buzzwords. We don't talk about high. We listen to our customers, keep it simple, short, and optimize for their needs. So when you say that, could we do something, this and that, populate automatically and big things, we don't do that. We give you the options because there's compliance and all that. We let you choose and make it as easy as possible where we can. And that is the crucial thing, that you make an informed decision rather than just somebody populating things for you and submitting it. We do not do that. Other than that, on the usability, UI, values, this is all our customers. They have given us feedback. We listen to them. We optimize for them. It's not our platform, it's your platform for you to use and utilize and grow together. What it means is that for us is that from a software provider perspective, is we do not do the filing actually. You do the filing, but what we want is that we want it to make it as efficient for you as possibly we can make within certain boundaries. No buzzwords, nothing, simple. On the lines of, so it goes to you as a customer and the existing customers and the customers to come. And what I want to highlight, this hard work that you have done, this spend time and effort that you have made, this is not, I think it's a, you have set the foundation for many other businesses that they don't have to do that work. They know precisely what are the things to consider, and they might have a certainly slightly different scenario that they might have to consider. We might not be able to fulfill every requirement. There are different providers specializing in different areas, but what I want to highlight is that we are there as one of the providers. That Customs Declarations UK is the platform of your choice, who can assist them and everybody in getting to what they want to achieve. So you can focus on your business goals and do not worry about the software side of it. We are there for you. We are there to support you, help you, and we will do the things for you because your platform will be there for you to support you.
Very good
That's,
and amazing words to say. This is our platform, right? It gives a sense of ownership, and I like that. I like that attitude. And In today's world, there are so many software providers, and chapeau to all of them. I think everyone who contributed to this and everybody who gave their time and their efforts, and what you felt from all the interviews is that they're all, first of all, people are very proud of their work, right? And you should be because every one of you is helping make complicated matters a little bit simpler. And
Yeah,
the solutions that I've foreseen are all amazing in their own right. The one thing that I would say, and that's another thing that stood out with you, you focus on what's in your name, which is customs declarations. There
yeah,
is there are a lot of things that you could be doing, a lot of different additional add-ons and modules and this and that and da, da,
yeah,
da, da, da.
yeah,
But the core of it is let's get hot and let's get into customs declarations and work on this and
yeah,
have your objective to make this as efficient, effective, and accurate and compliant as possible. And when with this laser focus on one thing rather than let's go into this, let's do into this, let's do this, let's do this,
yeah,
you can achieve great results because people get it. I got
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And if I can get it, and I'm a simple guy, then everybody can get it.
indeed. I think that's where so what you do is again, it's the customers that have guided us. We are focused because of you guys, and we want to assist you in the journey, actually. Yeah.
One question I have, and maybe you can spill the bean a little bit. So now that we're working together, which is going to be really, really great. Can you tell us a little bit where you guys are going next? What kind of is the journey to come now? I mean, it feels very complete and it's done. I mean,
Yeah.
I still got to do a work and put in the numbers that the
Yeah.
software is stable. It is ready to go.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you're doing over the next weeks, months, and years?
Thank you for asking this question, Arnie. Thank you for asking this question. I think they say this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more happening in the background. We're putting a lot of effort observing. We have now the experience of 55,000 declarations in the last few years. Now we are not populating we automatically and all that. What we are going to do is something magical. We have the knowledge now on handling the scenarios. We want to make it as easy as possible. Do not input for you. You do the input, look at what we don't want the complicated things for you. There are a lot of things happening to optimize even better to make it more efficient for you. So you can get the support without going anywhere. There's a lot happening in the background. So that's part A. We're going, we're currently actively working on the ENS and safety and security, and other than that, NCTS 5. Those, and then there are other programs as well that will be slowly added to the platform. So it's going to be a complete package for you, along with other things to support you, but slowly. Will not be just doing everything at once. Once we get better at one thing, then we will move on to the next one and the next one. It will be properly done, not just for the sake of it's a form you fill in and submit. We don't do that. We do it so it saves time, it aids value, and it means something for you. You're not filling in just a simple form. It should be a system for you, which you feel proud of using.
I am. I feel very proud of it, and I'm
Thank
very
you.
excited to see what you're going to come up with in the future. I
Okay.
have another question. Can I?
Yes, please. Okay.
So I had a good experience. How are you going to make sure that everybody that comes after me
Yeah.
will say the same things that they have the same positive experience? You're the boss. So you tell everybody now how you're going to make sure that when they all come to you now,
Yeah.
how are you going to treat them exactly and onboard them and give them care like I experienced?
Thank you very much once again for asking this question. Our objective is not to be everything. We don't want, we want to serve the customers with quality and care. What it means is that if we have a subscriber, just for I shouldn't be highlighting that we've got whatever reviews we have got on Trustpilot or any other platform that is no less than 5 star in any area. What it means for me is that we don't do 10 different things. We do what we're good at, and we train you. In such a way we onboard you, we care for you when you initially join. Then it's so easy to follow that we do not get many calls. We hardly get any call throughout the day because the people know precisely what to do. Our customers know. And once we see that there are trending errors around that, we do something to resolve that. So even though we are getting more customers, but our call and support calls are very few. We are waiting for you. And most of the
Oh,
cases, we have
I know.
dashboards where we see actually if you need help, we'll reach you before you reach us. And that is our mindset.
It
We
was so crazy. Sorry for interrupting you, but you know what? Vinny, the guy that helps me, he
yeah,
actually contacted me the other day and said, "Hey, just checking in. How are you?" I'm like, "Sorry, what? What?" I'm like, "My software guy is calling me, is emailing me." I'm like, "Just a courtesy call to see how are you getting on? Is everything fine?" And I'm like, with my previous provider, I haven't had that. I was number 3635. Please go to the help desk. And then 24 hours later, after the shipment has been stuck in Calais for what many hours, we might get you a response, and the response is go read the guidance. So that was different. That was different.
thank you. And thank you for highlighting that because our priority is you and your business. Because with you, we grow. With you, we exist. We are there for you. So our objective is if you are suffering and we do more customers, or shall we support you first and you do more and we do more? So there are different, the mindset we have is that we will support you, we'll look at the dashboard and we get highlight, okay, this is a new customer, there's rejection,
Mhm.
we will reach you out and you will be supported. I hope I have answered your question or
Yeah, I mean, we are very supportive.
thank
And let me just see. I think we have a special guest joining us. Oh, look at that. I cannot believe it. Live, we're gonna have Vinny joining us. Vinny, are
you.
you there? Well, he's gonna connect. That's so good. So now we can actually meet the guy who's been supporting me all this time. Wow. Vinny, are you with us? I don't know if he's with us, but hey,
Uh,
that's very, very good. Vinny, if you're there, say hello.
I think there must be some internet issue or something.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think what we say as is it's one team and one dream. Winnie is a key member of our team, and he has been supporting the clients like Arnie. And so I want to I want to shout out that and thank you to him for all his support and everything, the role he plays. Each
Yes.
member of our team is a superstar, and they do all the best we can so without the team, I think no one can do everything on his own. So yeah, thank you for all the support. I just want to say because without the team members, software is nothing. Nothing. If you people can't understand and follow and guide it. Yeah.
I know, I know, I know. So good, good. I think when he's gone on to his next call with one of the clients. But I was so surprised, like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. So, that's it. The good news. I
Thank
am
you.
very much now looking forward to what the future brings. I follow you closely. I know that you have a very active LinkedIn page. You have actually active, videos on your website, and I'll follow all of that because I want to know what happens next and any support that I can give. Because if you grow and if you develop and you invest in the software, the good it is for me, the good it is for my clients, right? So we want you to succeed because without you, we have a risk and we have a problem. So we are rooting for you. I am rooting for you, and I'll certainly support you in making sure the software is the best it can be for sure.
I think that is what really matters a lot to us. Your your support in that sense is such a thing that because with your knowledge we can go beyond certain things. You are a technology company, and with your customs knowledge, I think it's going to be a beautiful journey. Yeah, thank you for that.
Well, that's it. I have to do a customs declaration now. So I thank you so much for your time. That was very, very nice. Thank you for taking the time. And yeah, I look forward to catching up with you soon, to check in and see how things are going and
Yeah.
yeah, to see what amazing things we can do together. So once again, Jay, it was a pleasure. Thank you for your hard work and going through all of these intense questions in the interview, and for making me feel welcome. And I'm excited to see what's happening next.
Thank you for having me today. Once again, thank you for choosing Customs Decorations UK. And to all the businesses who are looking for the software supplier for their customs filing, we are there for you. We are the software provider for honest choice, and we want to be there for you and be your choice. So please subscribe. We will support you. We'll do our best to onboard you, and we are there for you. And thanks once again, Arnie, for going through so many things and going, thinking critically, taking time, looking at everybody, and making an informed decision. It goes to you, and I really thank you for that. Thanks a lot.
All the best, everyone. See you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.